man just jump scare.
Hey man, just after we get done beating the fat ugly thing.
Hi, my baby boos out there. I'm your goddess Nesca. You are Chuckamon. What are we reacting to?
What was this video? This video
Big tag, doggy barking.
Internet Lord Nightmare Fuel. On.
Doggies. Sorry, you gotta look at the hairy chest a little longer.
But, sorry about that.
Fart.
It sounds like
Fart.
Head to extratug.com right now where you can see me absolutely completely naked. Well, that's not true. Chris, zoom out loud. No, I'm not completely naked. But it's exclusive video content on extratug.com if you want to check that out. It does get a little raunchy, at least. From the Jersey Devil to the Loch Ness Monster, all these creepy critters have places they call their home. The Jersey...
Ooh, we're learning about, what is it, cryptids?
Cryptids, or is it... It's internet lore, so it's probably internet stuff.
No, this is cryptids. This is cryptids.
It says right there.
Nightmare
lore.
fuel. I know, but
The devil lives off the highway and survives off of tire marblings, and the Loch Ness Monster lives in a swamp in an area where they spell the word Sean incorrectly. But some cryptids need a special place to live because they're new, and they live on the internet. Their house is the internet. Americans spend on average...
Okay, so this is the fake cryptids for, like, creepy pastas and junk.
Spent 17 years of adult life maybe spent on the internet.
For me, that would be TV.
Online. At that rate, between the ages of 18 and 80, we'll all spend a total of 24 years sucked into our screens. And with all that time collectively searching the dark corners of the cyberspace, eventually, we're gonna click on some messed up links. A Google search can send our minds blasting through all the mysteries of time and space, and without answers, we rely on nightmare fuel to fill the blanks. Humans fear the unknown, and the internet is like 80% unknown. We are all guessing on this big WWW. So tonight, I thought it would be fun to go over the cryptids of the internet world. A lot of people have come up with rumors, or not so rumors, of, you know, paranormal things that live inside data bits. So tonight, I expect you to keep the lights on.
Oh, so is this like, thinking like how AI is a thing?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Because tonight we're exploring the digital lore.
Google has a lot of nightmare.
So before we get to the horrors of the internet, which are aplenty, let's go a little bit further back in history. The digital demons were always around, but their earlier forms looked a little bit different. In a lot of ways, the arcades were the internet of the 80s. These were spaces where the youths could find like-minded people to hang out with, chug soda, and play video games. It was like Twitch, basically, but in real life, and people were a little bit better about saying slurs. It was the 80s, so it wasn't perfect. For a few quarters at a time, you could get sucked into exciting new worlds that utilized the latest technology.
Yeah, we saw, we went to the mall yesterday with our friends, and we saw a bunch of, like, arcade stuff and junk.
Yeah, that's where DDR was, and I had to find it for you.
Huh? Yeah, I was asking where the DDR was. They put the DDR game all the way in the back corner of the place. I was like, why is it all the way back there?
We went to the one mall that's not dying in our area, because the other mall is dying.
Yeah, malls are slowly dying, though. I want to play DDR.
All without much adult supervision. And this made arcades the perfect place for covert government testing. In 1981, a mysterious arcade console called Polybius appeared in several Portland, Oregon area arcades. The game was housed in an unmarked black box and was created by a covert German company named Sincerschlossen? I have no idea. Which
Dave and Buster's had a DDR in the corner of the same old reason. No, why is it in the corner?
Loosely translates to sensory deprivation. And it turns out that was a fitting name as
Is this the reason why Portland's all fucked up now?
Who?
Portland, Oregon. That's where Trump's at right now.
I don't get your joke.
Polybius put players in a trance-like state, and afterwards they were struck with amnesia, which wiped away their memories of Polybius, along with basic information, like their names and where they lived. Other players found themselves having incredible headaches, seizures, and other scary shit that happens to your body, and they would wake up with hallucinations and screaming and night terrors, all from a video game.
So basically kind of similar to the Porygon episode of Pokemon.
Pretty much. That's gonna be you after playing Silent Hill F.
Rumors say that some players went fully crazy or went missing altogether. Even more perplexing was the fact that men in black or secret government agents would visit arcades and download data from the Polybius fucking that machine. And then as quickly and quietly as the consoles first appeared in Portlandia arcades, they were removed and all but disappeared from existence. Then around the year 2000, the stories of Polybius started to
I think the scary thing of it is the what if the government's trying to take over your brainy dues and stuff. But then there's a bunch of stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Spread around on arcade
MK
forums.
Ultra.
Its
There you
legend
go.
grew, with some people giving first-person accounts of playing the game, while some who claimed to have worked on the game added to the story. It all added up to a mysterious video game, which was the most dangerous game ever played. However, that all was lying. I lied. It's all made up. Polybius never actually existed, which is a bummer, because it was like the
Or
most exciting
did it?
story when I was reading it as a kid. It doesn't appear in any 80s issues of, Video Game Weekly, whatever the fuck, and no verification.
But isn't that the point? The fact that you can't find anything about it anymore? Bum bum bum.
Bum, bum, bum.
I mean, to be honest, it probably is just a really smart creepy pasta and junk. But yeah, you never know if something like that could actually exist and they wipe your brains and stuff.
Who
Dude.
knows?
People like to say like how the world is a simulation.
Yeah. I know that's not true. This is the best they can come up with.
Yeah, this is the worst computer game ever.
This game called Life.
Consoles
called
have ever
Life.
been found. And, it's supposed to be like Men in Black, they hide it from you or whatever, but like, it's pretty proven that this shit
a
was
more
not real. While the
boring
lore
version
of
of
Polybius is
Sims.
chill-inducing, this lack of proof adds up to nothing more than an urban legend. An urban legend that they reference in The Simpsons. Chris put up a picture of when Bart's at the
Maybe
arcade and there's a Polybius
Polybius
console behind
was
him.
real,
Although that
but
might have been not real either. The internet lies to you
You
all.
know what I've noticed lately?
What?
Anytime someone says, Simpsons episode and da-da-da, and they talk about and they show like a clip it and junk, I'm sitting there watching it and it's like, this was never an episode. Like, I have seen every single old Simpsons episodes that, for whatever reason, it's kind of still right in my mind brace. I've not seen any of the newer episodes, but for the most part, whenever they say, this old episode, and they show it, and it's like, that episode never existed. And I know. Kind of thing.
All the
It's kinda
time.
weird.
I just did it for like a
Mandela
minute.
effect.
But while
Not
the
Mandela.
legend of Polybius probably wasn't true, Portland was a
they-
popular test
Basically, what I'm saying is people make up, like, fake episodes of The Simpsons.
I see.
Using AI and junk.
site for games, and developers would often drop black box consoles to try out new titles. And in 1981, several kids got sick on the same day while playing arcade games in the same Oregon arcade. One was a 12-year-old who had been playing Asteroids for over 28 hours straight in an attempt to break a world record, and he ended up feeling nauseous, which was attributed to anxiety and the sheer amount of Coke cans he drank himself to keep himself awake.
Yeah, to be fair, you could make yourself very sick if you sit there and game it for a long period of time like that. I mean,
28 hours, and that's a standing game.
that's a standing game too. Woof.
Yeah.
Wait, how was... It was a 24-hour arcade?
Apparently they had those back then.
Huh.
Just a few consoles away, a 14-year-old
Where's
gamer
your
developed a
parents?
migraine while playing the game Tempest and ended up passing out from the pain in his neighbor's lawn. So, kids were getting sick from playing video games, but it was because they were morons. 28 hours? You stayed awake for...
Just for the most part, I can, tell right off the bat. Because, like I said, I've watched, every single old original Simpsons. And I could tell right off the bat if it was an actual episode or not, as long as it's not anything newer than the early 2000s.
28 hours? You have diminishing returns. You're not going to blast asteroids as you could in the first hour. Fuck. Add that to the fact that during this time, at least 9
God.
epileptic seizures happened
Yes,
because video
sploosh.
games were not, they were
It
they were not flashing
burns.
lights. And now you can see why
Exactly. Okay. For example, I was saying how last time Dot Hack has these levels that have this constant flashing dungeons. I played Dot Hack for way longer than I should have, to be honest, too.
Somehow
I see
you
Dot
suck.
Hack, Kingdom Hearts, and Fallout Skyrim are the one games that I played probably for a whole day period, going into the night, while I would just sit there and play the game through the night and junk.
Yeah, I think me it was Borderlands 2 when I first got it.
But yeah, that shit messes with your eyes.
would take roots. There was a lot of shit that actually made sense, so it worked out really well. Not only that, but Men in Black were actually frequent visitors to arcades in the 80s. Just 10 days after the two kids fell sick simultaneously, federal agents raided several arcades in the area due to arcade owners modifying their machines for illegal gambling. During this time, FBI agents were going around to arcade machines and taking pictures of high score. At the end of the game it has your high score. They were taking pictures of that to identify witnesses. which is insane. So once again, while Polybius was a full-on myth, its myth
identify witnesses as someone that puts ASS.
was built upon with truths of weird shit that was happening around the same time. So it was smartly written. If we're talking about smartly written internet video game horror, let's talk about Herobrine. I'm gonna appeal to the 12-year-olds in the comment section. A lot changed in the 30 years between Polybius and...
Dude, that's something I really liked doing back in the day. The old, like cursed Minecraft seeds and stuff. I always liked trying to check them out.
Did you ever find any?
No. It was all just
Minecraft, but decades of improved graphics and processing power are no match for our love of pixelated spooks. Minecraft might... What's up? Spooks is a slur?
Eternal mana, I stayed up all night for 2 days in a row and went to school. It was worth it. Yep.
Is it? Is that true? Fuck. Sorry. Chris, I don't know what to do about it. Don't say that, guys. Jesus Christ, I didn't know that. Minecraft might be suitable for all ages, but that doesn't mean the sandbox game can't build its own ghostly lore. Around 2010, a single screenshot of a distant figure with white eyes was posted on the Minecraft forums.
This
figure, known as White Eyes, would do a bunch of creepy shit around a player, like strip the trees of all their leaves or build sand pyramids under the water. Other members of...
One thing that is true that randomly happens is when a random block just decides to break. Like, it would be like a piece of grass or a flower or something, but I think that might just be a glitch in the game because I encounter that a lot randomly sometimes.
Minecraft has a lot of urban legends in the early days.
Man, there was channels devoted to the haunted seeds and stuff back then.
The forum chimed in with their own White Eyes experiences, only to have their messages deleted. And then, from an account called Herobrine, they would receive one single message: stop. Spooky. More and more players started seeing the same ghostly figure with all white eyes haunting their single-player worlds. Minecraft sleuths believed that the Herobrine username was the alias of the brother of Notch, Minecraft's original creator. When they reached out to ask Notch if he had a brother, he replied with the answer, "I did. But he's no longer with us. The plot thickens, the pot boils." This led to speculation that Notch's dead brother was haunting Minecraft, which only gained steam after several prominent live streamers ran into
Yeah, like a flower or grass or something. That happens sometimes randomly in some thingies, but it's like some kind of weird placement of the item where it does that. I remember back in the day it was trying to show that as being something haunted and spooky in the game.
Herobrine while working on their Minecraft worlds. The most infamous of these streams came from a player named Copeland, who claimed after his encounter that his computer crashed. From there, Herobrine became like meme-ified in the world of Minecraft itself, with players building on his legacy by posting videos that recreated the first Herobrine sightings, along with uploads of their own Herobrine sightings and nightmare-inducing jump scare videos. The lore became so great that people started making mods where you could literally summon Herobrine yourself. In 2016, a 10-year-old wrote a whole book about Herobrine. Because 10-year-olds can write books. Herobrine has all the classic signs of a crit.
Wait, how was a 6-year-old able to publish a book?
10-year-old.
I heard 6, but whatever, still, too young. I have seen him before. I thought it was a NPC. Yeah, when you're playing, if you're playing like the online stuff, I play Minecraft solo.
He's creepy, he lives in the woods, and people go out and look for him on live streams. So, it's like Bigfoot. There's a Minecraft seed, which if you're not a virgin means a code that recreates a user-specific world, that takes users to a spot where the original photo of Herobrine was taken. Now, the developers denied the existence of Herobrine, but they've always leaned into the culture pretty goddamn hard. While Notch denies having a brother and the existence of Herobrine, he also says that Herobrine is awesome and kind of scary at the same time. Kind of like Notch, because he made a really cool game, but his politics are dog shit. And occasionally, Notch answers questions about Herobrine, saying weird shit like, oh, I don't know. There are certainly no physical manifestations of Herobrine that will sneak out of your computer if you leave Minecraft running at night, looming over you as you sleep with his pale eyes inches away from your face as he tries to shout at you to wake up. He said that. Why would he say that? The one thing when I was a little kid that made me believe in Herobrine was the fact that every time
I need help with something in a mod I'm running. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Ship, I finally know how to say your name. It finally dawned on me whenever I looked at your icon closer. Your Shippo. Your Shippo. Shippo-y? You're Shippo from Inuyasha. That's what your icon-y thing is.
they would do a patch or do an update to the game, at the bottom it would say removed Herobrine. And they did it every time. So obviously they couldn't remove Herobrine. They couldn't get it done. Eventually, live streamer Copeland admitted to fabricating Herobrine in his iconic stream. But at that point, it was too late. Whether or not Herobrine wasn't intended to be in the game, there's no denying that he's now part of the mythology of Minecraft. Apparently, I didn't see the movie, but he made a cameo in the movie. Accidentally, I guess. I didn't see the movie. I don't know what happened in there. But apparently he's in the movie. One thing that Polybius and Herobrine have in common is their reliance on creepypastas to help build their life.
Great. Now Herobrine is now haunted Jack Black.
That ain't the worst thing that's going on with Jack Black. So.
Creepypastas, if you didn't watch my video where I write creepypastas, you fake fucking fan. Creepypastas start online as horror stories shared on image boards, but sometimes, thanks to vague premises and a blend of true information and familiar narratives, they spread past the confines of the chronically online, as users embellish upon the original tale and pass it along to normies. This is the closest thing the internet has to telling ghost stories around the campfire.
Didn't they make a Slender Man movie?
Yes, remember we saw it in theaters and it sucked.
Oh.
Remember how bad it sucked.
Oh.
Copy-pasting things, copy-pastas,
so.
creepypastas when they're creepy. That's how it works. And just like 20th century tale of the Candyman and the Bloody Mary, they often take on a life of their own. The best creepypastas make...
Yeah, Candyman and Bloody Mary, those are classic ones. I remember growing up, I was spending the night with some friends and junk, and they were like, hey, we should all do the Bloody Mary, and they tried to talk me into doing it, and I was like, nah, I stayed in the bedroom while they did it.
I saw that message.
But I haven't had a chance to... That's cool. We're replying to you now. Okay, I'll keep calling you Sheepy, though, just because it's fun.
The movie was so bad, I forgot all about it.
Yep, it was bad.
Make the mundane macabre. And a great example of that is the goddamn Backrooms. I love this shit so much. In 2011, a photo of an empty carpeted room started bouncing around the internet. As unremarkable as this image is, there is definitely something undeniably creepy about it. It has a yellowish tint and was slightly off kilter, revealing lifeless fluorescent lights and...
God, can you imagine a hotel looking like that?
We should buy a hotel and make it look like that.
Dude, cousin Lou and I, we were just watching that episode with the Infinity Devil in Chainsaw Man. It's kind of like that.
Paths to other corners of the room just beyond sight. So when a 4chan thread asked users to post disquieting images that feel off, it included this image of a room. Almost immediately, lore was built for the Backrooms. One obviously anonymous user commented, if you're not careful and you know clip out of reality in the wrong area, you'll end up in the Backrooms. Cool. God save you if you hear something wandering around nearby, because it sure as hell heard you. No clipping is when you're in a video game and you just like walk into a wall, but your geometry...
Dude, I still cannot forget when we went to your TDC contest and how we were in that one hotel room and it literally has this painting that looks like a demon horse. And I'm like, why is there a demon horse painting in here?
Because they can put it in there.
Tree clips into the wall a little bit, and people are able to do that good enough where they fall through the map and they go all the way down to the bottom. So that's what no clipping is. So it's saying in real life, and due to quantum mechanics, there is a chance if I run into a wall, I will just run through it, because there's a chance for that apparently. So there's a chance in real life you no-clip, baby, and then you end up in the back room. So that's what they're talking about. Eventually, photo edits featuring creepy entities with the back rooms began popping up, along with truly terrifying videos that quickly went viral and spread the lore outside of the image board community. One of the best analog horror series that has ever been made is the Backrooms. You guys should watch that. Also, Gemini Home Entertainment. I should make a whole video on ARGs. I love this shit so much. But
there was what I heard. I think they were supposed to be making a movie of the Backrooms now, and they were going to use like that original person who made the Backrooms little series something. That's something I heard of. I'm not sure if that came up or anything.
ARGs are cool.
Nightmind's got that covered, and Wendigoon. I don't gotta do their jobs for them. 17-year-old director Kane Parsons' Backrooms videos were so successful that he actually inked a deal with A24 to turn them into a feature film.
See, that's exactly what I just got done saying. I wonder when that's supposed to come out. I wish that would come out this year for around Halloween. That would be fun to go check out. Of course, we're going to go check out the Chainsaw Man movie. I guess that's pretty Halloween-y.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait to see that.
The popularity of the Backrooms spread, so did the world itself, and posters began adding new levels to the Backrooms with different...
Is the string...
it's a tentacle.
Different aesthetics and spooky entities. It became so overwhelmingly, popular that the community split into two different groups. One that wanted to keep the integrity of the original Backrooms intact, and another that has embraced so many levels that the Backrooms have become a sprawling alternate universe. Currently, the Backrooms subreddit has nearly 320,000 members, which for context is about 80,000 more members than the Bible's subreddit. But the best part about the Backrooms is probably its source material. Did my face just glitch out there for a second? That was weird. I don't know. I'm not doing a bit. That was weird.
Something similar to the Backrooms that this makes me think of is the SCP talking about the infinite IKEA.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty Backrooms-esque. Yeah.
As unsettling as the original photo is, it came from an incredibly innocuous place, an abandoned Hobbytown location in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. To me, this is the internet at its best. By crowdsourcing imagination and creativity, a lifeless space became an entire goddamn universe. And even though this old Hobby Lobby is now a RC car racing event place, it lives on forever as one of the internet's most enduring liminal spaces. But if we're gonna talk about the Backrooms, we gotta talk about Slenderman. This big scary fuck. Look at him. Holy shit, he's so tall. Take me out on.
Does anyone even care about Slenderman anymore?
Nah, I think that was the early 2010s.
Yeah, that's
a date maybe. I don't know. Buy me dinner. Fuck. If the Backrooms show the endless ingenuity and inventiveness of the internet, then Slenderman is the dark side of the same coin. Thanks to equal parts hype and tragedy, Slenderman is probably the most well-known creepypasta of all time. He was first posted about on the site Something Awful in 2009 as part of a paranormal Photoshop thread. The original photos of Slenderman were black and white and very subtle. You had to look closely to notice the tall, faceless adults stalking behind groups of children. The captions of the photos were almost as disturbing as the photos themselves, and I will read them right now. We didn't want to kill them, but its persistent silence and outstretched arms horrified and comforted us all at the same time. That's good writing. Holy fuck. Where was that in my creepypasta video? You guys didn't watch that. Why didn't you watch?
And that was before AI, so I'm guessing I feel bad for the people's faces that was used in that picture. The kids' faces used in that picture.
Watch that, it was good. This post went viral, and soon other forum members were fleshing out the story of Slenderman on 4chan and Reddit, creating creepypastas that detailed how
the kitties.
First time I heard about Slenderman is a YouTuber playing the 8 pages.
This tall, faceless man in a black suit would abduct children. But the lore of Slenderman focused just as much on his appearance as it did his lore. So in addition to the post, fake hieroglyphs, 16th century woodcuts, and 1980s newspaper articles were being created, all building the mythos of Slenderman. As his legend grew—
Dude! We went to Spirit Halloween, and I saw the funniest costume. It was an alien abducting a little child, and I was like, oh my gosh, Truckerman, that'd be a perfect tag team costume for us. You could be the alien abducting the child, and I could be an ice cube. See if any of you get that joke.
I forgot about Slenderman at times.
True, Slenderman went from just something you talked about on forum posts to cool YouTube videos. Holy shit, Marble Hornets is one of the most important series on the internet. Really, genuinely. Like, you learn about the history of Marble Hornets. It was a fake documentary type thing about Slenderman and how he was fucking with this dude. You need to watch it.
I had to explain that joke to Trucker Man. He didn't get the whole illegal aliens, child trafficking, and then being ice.
And then I explained to you the how Ice Cube got his bus set on fire because someone thought it was an ice raid.
Reverse ice agents, nice.
In terms of how early they were doing this and how it changed how people make analog horror for the rest of the internet, Marble Hornets changed the game. And that was because of Slenderman. Kind of. It's fantastic. Marble Hornets was so popular that even famous film critic Roger Ebert tweeted about them. These videos spawned several popular video games, which led to even more viral reactions. Slenderman had become a viral part of real life, and that's when people died. For some reason, people had to die. In 2014, two 12-year-old girls in Wisconsin fell under Slenderman's spell, apparently. They became weirdly convinced that he wanted them to kill their friend, and if they didn't, he would kill their families. So they learned...
Oh my goodness, this is the child versions of the insane ladies. So I guess they started early.
Sheesh. God, that was 11 years ago.
Their friend into the woods.
They're probably still in jail.
I don't know. I don't know how much
prison,
I can more, Chris.
whatever.
I don't want to get them monetized, dude. They killed her. I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe blur everything I just said. I have no fucking clue what I can say. But it's crazy that Wisconsin is the site of the actual Backrooms and where the Slenderman murders.
If I remember correctly, the friend managed to survive.
Yeah.
From all those stab wounds. Wolf.
took place.
So much for
Wisconsin's
friends.
a
Friends like
bad
that.
place
Who
if you
needs
like internet
enemies?
cryptids. Both attackers were found not guilty by reason of obvious mental disease and were institutionalized. This tragedy led to a moral panic, and the IP of Slenderman was effectively buried. By the time the 2018 Slenderman film was released, the backlash was swift and complete. The film was met with universal disdain. One critic was quoted as saying, "A tasteless and inevitably undercooked serving of an internet staleless creepypasta." So people were mad about the murder thing, but
it was
also
that
the movie sucked
bad.
pretty bad. So I understand.
Remember we were complaining that there was a scene in the trailer where they showed this one girl and she like stabs her eyeball or something. They completely cut that out of the movie.
I hate when movies do that shit.
Yeah, they had a really good trailer and then it's like, oh, nope, that scene's not even in there. I guess they had to cut it back for PG-13 reasons.
So as fun as it was to carbo load on creepypasta, Jimmy, what a great fucking joke, dude. High five. $5 to you. Fuck yeah. They feel like the remnant of an older, more innocent internet. For the last several years, we've begun to unleash a new technological demon, artificial intelligence. Yay! As we all know, big tech is force-feeding us AI slop in order to make more money and make us feel bad all the time. The market for AI technologies is estimated to be $244 billion, and an estimated 47% of workers are at a risk of losing their jobs to AI in the next decade. Oh boy, Yay! I feel a genuine rant coming on, rumbling in my tummy, but I'll save that for a video where I'm not talking.
We're all gonna die, yay!
Radar movies ain't even our movies anymore.
I know, right?
So,
Good
about Slenderman, I guess. But I will say the craziest thing about AI is we don't really know how it works, because when you make an AI...
I remember when I saw a PG-13 movie back in the day, you saw boobs.
It's, you know, neural networks and shit, and it just kind of builds itself, and you kind of like, you know, trim the hedges, but no one really knows how an AI works, which is where we get some pretty creepy shit out of this. Before I start talking about AI cryptids, let me begin by saying that I am fully aware that certain cryptozoologists will take offense to the very idea of an AI cryptid. For those non-scientific method-using ologists, I will say, your nerdy passion for Bigfoot is no substitute for hard scientific data or the gentle touch of a woman. Jesus Christ, Jimmy. Jesus, I didn't write that. That was mean, Jimmy.
Wait. So people who are obsessed with Bigfoot were the original weebs?
Apparently. I still won't forget there was an abandoned track on I-70 and they had a Bigfoot event.
What'd they do?
I don't know. I just drove by. I remember driving by like years ago.
Jimmy, brother. Golly. Anyway, if these nerds know what's best for themselves, they'll chill out before they incur the wrath of Loeb. This is Loeb. Loeb was discovered in 2022. What a fucking creature. Artist Steph Maj Swanson was using negatively weighted prompts in a text-to-image generator, but she was trying to get AI to produce the opposite of Marlon Brando. The result was a woman with red cheeks and distorted features.
It looks like Ozzy Osbourne.
Kind of does.
That turned the idea of the uncanny valley into a pit of despair. Swanson noted the bizarre ability of AI to generate this image of this woman consistently with much more ease than it could most celebrities. The creature was called Loeb after the AI weirdly just threw that word into one of the images for some reason. As Swanson produced more images of Loeb, they became increasingly darker. In fact, some of them featured decapitations and bloody scenes involving children. Images so disturbing that I won't even show them here because once again I can't lose it.
What the heck? Move. Yeah. What is that weird gremlin on the? You see that, right?
Here, I have to move mine.
Oh, it's creepy. What is that?
I don't know.
Where you going? Where you going?
Right here.
What the? Hey, look, you're smaller than me now.
That's scary.
That is so creepy.
That is creepy.
God, AI, what is wrong
more money.
with your
Think
brain?
pieces popped up in tech blogs and on newspapers and shit. And helping matters was the fact that Swanson...
If I don't get this,
What kind of a bootleg boo-boo shit is this? That AI image does not look scary, but funny. I'm not sure how much I would say scary, but also I would not say
if
funny.
I start looking like that from these blotches, let me know.
Had a flair for the dramatic. Imagine I had a fedora. Chris, edit a fedora. Keyframe. I want you to spend 30 hours on this effect. Ready?
And words?
Antifa.
Ow. Why didn't I see that?
There you go. There's some work for you.
Thank you.
Her tweets were full of cryptic missives, such as, "She is an emergent island in the latent space that we don't know how to locate with text queries." Ooh, you're a good writer. Swanson would become famous in the tech world, but she would later admit that she kind of became obsessed with Loeb and was addicted to the dopamine created by the instant gratification of generating images of her digital demon. In 2024, she admitted that she was quitting AI art to go write a screenplay. And let me tell you, you don't have to quit AI art. It's
AI
really
quits
easy.
you.
What do you mean you're quitting AI? You're quitting typing? Quitting prompts? Are you an artist? I feel like I use that term loosely too much. Okay, so Loeb was terrifying, but luckily that's the only AI cryptid we've ever come across. Unless, of course, you count Krungus. Oh! Krungus! Holy shit, I forgot about Krungus. The same year that Loeb was discovered, comedian Guy Kelly was lying awake in bed at 3 in the morning when he had the idea of typing
It just looks like a bunch of weird, cheap masks.
It looks like Krampus.
Oh, is that what it's called? It looks like, hold on, it looks like, mixture of like a goblin demon thing mixed with the, little, you remember the, creatures from, help me out here, they kind of look like Furbies.
Oh, I don't know.
What is that movie called?
words into a text image generator.
Gremlins, thank you.
So he fed the AI prompt the word Krungus and then quickly fell asleep. I'm sure I'm not alone in thinking that the word Krungus is a very... just sounds terrible. It sounds like a little critter, a little disgusting critter that takes your gold. It sounds like a racial slur and a term for VD all at the same time. Actually, an Urban Dictionary entry from 2007 defines Krungus as the crud and fungus that collects under extremely long fingernails left unmanicured for an extended period of time. So we all agree that Krungus sounds bad, right? Okay, moving on. When Kelly woke up the next morning, instead of photos of a grimy fingernail, he found that he had unleashed a new digital hellspawn. Krungus looks like a troll orc fucked up creature. However, there is no precedent for this image.
Is that how we got Labubu's? They're all AI made.
It is 100% AI. It's not pulling from anything. Kelly posted Krungus to his Twitter account and it went viral immediately. Some users theorized that Krungus might be based on the idea Krampus, which I understand that kind of makes sense. But Kelly noted that the AI generator he used didn't interpret the prompt Krampus in the same style as Krungus. Instead, Kelly theorized that AI was latching onto the ungus suffix and drawing inspiration from Odorous Ungarus, the lead singer of the band Gwar. Don't know if I said any of those names correctly, but we're gonna move on quick. Whatever it was doing, the internet seemed equal parts excited and freaked out by Krungus. A Twitter parody account opened up almost immediately, and social...
That is such an interesting, like, look. It looks like someone, do you remember a series called Face Off? Where they made, like, creatures and junk with, like, latex and junk? Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You used to watch that all the time.
I know, it's not, I don't see
media was flooded with images of baby Krungus and sexy Krungus. When AI was asked to explain Krungus, they said he was a, like, fucked up creature that haunted the mountains of Europe for some reason. And that no one knows exactly what Krungus was, but it was...
Wait, it's a furry! It's a furry monster! I just saw the word furry in that description.
By many. Okay, great. AI can't explain anything except for the creatures that it creates and what fears it the most. To make this even creepier, a scientist's website was crashed for an entire day after trying to publish an article about Krungus. The next year, Crayon, the app responsible for the images of Krungus, introduced an update version that no longer produced images of Krungus. And while they sent Krungus back, I've said Krungus way too many times, while they sent him back to the ancient European folklore, you can't stop it from growing. In the words of Krungus's creator, through humanity's hubris in attempting to create a thinking machine, we've pierced the veil beyond words and invited something in that can never be sent away.
A human that was going to shut it down. Yeah, I like that story. That one's interesting. He tried to blackmail that he was cheating on his wife or something, if I remember correctly. So an AI is a furry. I don't doubt that.
Take a shot.
Take a shot every time it says Krungus.
People who make AI art suck. Even though we cycle through our digital demons just like any other online trend or meme, the idea that these monsters can never be sent away is chillingly accurate. We don't just live online, we keep a portal of it in our pants at all times. That means we're actively carrying whatever unholy cryptid stalks cyberspace with us every step of the way. And when those nightmares are unleashed in real life, the consequences can be very deadly. I hope you enjoyed this video.
And make it become even more your companion, via the Cybran, Code 27. Thank you for joining us for this video. Bye. Thank you all for joining me. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It would make me very happy. Kiss, kiss, hug, hug.